to see how this one unfolds. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Beavers offense will start this game off with the football. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Last time out, a solid day and a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. They'll move the wide receiver. Hits inside, it's Glass. Hard running there. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Beavers will punt this one away. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back. So Florida State's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. They sure hope that that dynamic connection that was on display last week rears its head and wreaks havoc again today, Jesse.
And last week, it didn't matter what the secondary was doing from a coverage standpoint, David, whether it was man, zone, double covered, ISO'd. These two were simply unstoppable. Huge challenge for the defense today.
Well, maybe they try the triple coverage. I mean, because obviously nothing worked a week ago, but I've got to take his main threat away. Obviously a superstar out wide. Like, I've got to make somebody else beat me. Obviously a great QB wide receiver duo. I'm just not letting that wide receiver get me today.
They're all over him. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Just had to get rid of it.
I think the wide receiver needs to do a better job making it look like he's going deep. He never got the cornerback that time to turn his hips, and because of it, he couldn't separate, and the ball got swatted away incomplete.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Bringing it back. Smashes through the tackle.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the Oregon State offense to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Play action on 1st down. It's caught. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Tough run here. It's Glass. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Selling the fake. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Oregon State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Cuts it upfield. It's Singleton. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Complete, left side, Coleman. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
Got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Needs it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Jones wants to throw it. Left side is Thomas. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Noles have their offense in high gear. Out wide right, it's Ashley. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding to the football?
2nd down, gonna throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here comes the Beaver offense ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, it's Glass. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, it's Glass. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games. Just
under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Rush is on. Picked off. Just a really nice play. Not a lot on the return, but that's all right when you hand it to your offense at the 42. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick.
Makes a grab and room to run. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's an out for a first down in the red zone. And the Noles looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Jones to throw. Couldn't set his feet.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all.
Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The Seminoles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
And at first you don't succeed, you try again, right? Give it right back to him, man. They tried to be physical on 1st down. He didn't punch it in. I love that they came right back to him. Up front, a better job blocking, created just a little bit of a hole, and that's all he needed to run through.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Fires quickly. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. And after 1 period of play, let's take a look at the start for these 2 wide receivers. After that tight 1st quarter, this 2nd period ought to be a lot of fun. Motion from the wideout. Grab behind the line. It's Butler. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. Just keep slinging it. Back's got it on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on 3rd.
Here comes the heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Trying to get started. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Jones wants to throw it. Fires immediately. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Just got rid of that one.
And that's really good discipline by this defense because they've given up some yards on the ground. And so naturally you think, be more aggressive, commit more bodies. Nice job staying patient, playing your responsibility on the outside, not giving up the deep ball, making them earn this, go down the field, and not give up those big plays.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Fires to the wideout. Caught by Coleman. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Seminoles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. The run inside. It's Croma. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Oh, pressure's coming. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Oregon State sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Gets the back moving. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Catch in the middle, it's Butler. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
Straight ahead, it's Glass. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Out wide left, it's Hampton. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Looking to throw for it. Finds his man. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down.
It's so hard as a quarterback on 3rd downs when you're getting blitzed and you know you're going to take a shot right in the face as you let this football go, but you still got to stay in there and you've got to deliver it accurately. That's a tough play by the quarterback, but it pays off. They get the 1st down. Offense stays on the field.
Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Rush right in his face. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Beavers will call on their punt team. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Jones to throw. Looking left. On the left side, here's Coleman. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Seminoles are in the hurry-up. The Beavers using their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running inside. It's Croma. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Right at the line. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Now we get a timeout taken by the Seminoles. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Fresh set of downs going up top. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass. Second and long here. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the...
Snags it, and he's open. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. And if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Changing the routes with his receivers. Jones wants to throw it. Look out! And down he goes.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Looking for the end zone. Almost had a pick in the end zone.
And that's pretty encouraging. Like, this defense needs a shot in the arm, right? Like, 2 possessions, they've given up 2 touchdowns. Like, now they try to be aggressive and go after the deep ball right away. Nice coverage. That's a good start to this drive. You know, 2 bad drives, we flush those, we forget about those. See if this defense can get back on track.
Well, this offense is giving a lesson right now on how to fight through adversity, because 1st and 2nd down was ugly, but they come up with that huge completion to now set up a manageable 4th down opportunity to keep this drive alive.
Splits the uprights. Good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Glass. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. We are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Beavers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Motion from the back. Jones to throw. Quick completion on the out. Slips a tackle and he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Swanke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They've got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
Swamped immediately.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guy.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Noles! No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They march 78 yards down the field, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Powers inside. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Trying to seal the edge on the right. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Got it behind the line. It's Bowers. Makes the grab down immediately. He picks up a few.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Finds his tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
I like that play call there. 3rd and short, QB goes under center. You got the back in the backfield, and everybody's thinking it's going to be a run play. Instead, you throw the football when the defense isn't expecting it to keep your offense on the field.
They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. The Beavers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Beavers! And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. Deep in the end zone, it's Cavazos. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. That lead is now 10, down to a 2-possession game, and it's on this offense to try to stretch it back out. Wide receiver going in motion. On the direct snap, it's Croma. Looking for room at the 25. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They'll move the wide receiver. Jones wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Turns it upfield.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Third down play from the gun. Under pressure. Quarterback slides, and he's got enough for the first down.
You have got to have pass rushing lane integrity when you face this quarterback. On 3rd down, someone gets out of his gap right up the middle. It's easy for the quarterback to see. He just tucks it and takes off and picks up the first down.
He's going to run it. Turning it on. Gets down, and like they say, touchdown, first down, or get down, and he got 2 of those on that one.
And how about this quarterback, man? He's showing you a little bit of everything. He's had a great day throwing the football, spinning it around, scoring touchdowns, and now shows you he can pick them up and put them down, scrambling for the first down. He's had a day where he's really shown you he can do all things on the football field.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. snaps it in the shotgun. Throws to the wideout. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Jones to throw. Oh, look, Ma, one hand. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. As we head to the 4th quarter, this guy is seeing the defense. Look how he spread the ball around. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll run it. It's Singleton. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Got it! Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Beavers sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Just barely got rid of it.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They're all over him. And they got him.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The kick is on its way. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Florida State comes out ready to put something together on this drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Going long. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left.
Runs through a man. He might have space. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. The Beavers will hustle to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. Rushes on. Snags it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The snap sets up the throw. Here comes the heat. Wideout trying to get it in. He gets it in. Touchdown, Oregon State.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Holly Rowe has an update.
Checking in from the Seminoles sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Breaks into the open. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Beavers using their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Jones wants to throw it. Makes the grab. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. Timeout is called, and that will be the second charge to Oregon State. They've got one timeout left now. They'll have to choose wisely as to when to use it. The Seminoles will try to put one on the board on first and goal. From the gun, looking for a man. Trying to find the end zone. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. Oregon State will use its final timeout here. And they'll have to navigate the rest of this game without being able to stop the clock. Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Let's see what the offense dials up on third and goal. Sells to fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth.
They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Oh, pressure's coming. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it way down the field. And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Press center down's going to the air. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Gonna look downfield again. Gets a hand in there.
And I love the personnel group that the defense is in right now. With the lead late in a 2-minute situation, you're seeing extra DBs on the field. You know the offense is going to try and throw the football. So faster guys, good job that time getting to the ball, knocking it away, forcing the incompletion. You stay in this personnel grouping if you're on defense.
Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Give all the credit to the offensive line right there. Defense was playing a big zone coverage, and it's going to take these receivers time to find the open spot in the middle of the field. So the offensive line, especially the tackles on the outside, really good job giving the quarterback a place to step up into, hold the ball, and then find his open receiver to get a big first down.
In the backfield, it's Glass. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Rush right in his face. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Just over a minute to play. They're lining up for an onside kick to try to pull off this rally.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold on to the football, knowing that, hey, all we got to do is recover this onside kick, and David, we win the game.
And, man, this is such a low percentage play, right? Like, it's so hard to kick an onside and actually have it bounce correctly and go right. You're right. They put the right players on the field. They didn't get the good bounce, and this one's over.
They've got him corralled.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Not sure why they're not content to just take the W. Makes the grab past the marker. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make